What's up? What's up? What's up, guys? You already know what it is. Bridges on top. It's the pre-snap read. We took a break, but you already know what it is. Today, I'm solo dolo. I am solo dolo, but I do got a special guest. I got a special guest, man. He is true and dear to my heart because he paid the path for a lot of us folks. A lot of people don't want to say it, but he paid the path for a lot of us folks. But before I introduce this man, you know how I introduce people. I got to be live before I introduce people. That boy, he is Captain Petty, Sergeant Smoke. He is with the problems, and he will blow the whistle on your ass if you don't come right. I'm talking about your boy, Mr. All Script, Scotty.
What's going on, man? I love it. Hey, listen, bro. I'm probably gonna have to move you to the big stage. I like that intro. That intro is fire. I ain't even go. We gonna have to move you up on Wednesdays on the regular on off script. We gonna have to do that. I like that. I like that a lot. So,
yeah, man. Sure, I do it. I gotta do it for
my
people,
man.
man.
I really do. I really like that.
Gotta do it for my people. But Scotty, you on the show. This is your second time really on the show. I know you're busy with your main show, but tell the people what you got going on, because some people probably don't even know you that's watching my show.
Yeah, man. Listen, parenting. Okay, most of it is a lot of parenting. All right, I got my kids full time now, loving it. Other than that, man, just really just trying to make it to football season. Like everybody just trying to make up content to get to football season, right? We all just that May and that June, that in between month before training camp starts back up and 2-a-days and stuff like that. So, man, just trying to make it to that time and really just come up with some good content. You know what I'm saying? HBCU's got something for us to talk about usually, so we'll keep it going from there.
Definitely, yeah. Because them dry months, them months you be scratching your head trying to look on Netflix, boy. You be like, what the? I done watched this 3 times. God damn.
That's why me and me, Sean, and Rocky, we had to make the big bet just to talk about basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just gotta find something to talk about, find a topic to get it going. But yeah, man. Yeah. But we gonna keep it pushing. We gonna keep it pushing.
Sure, keep it pushing, keep it ticking. Dang, just like a Toyota Camry. They gonna take a licking, but they gonna keep on ticking.
Absolutely. Or a Honda. Okay.
Yeah.
Honda. Yeah, you get at least about a good 20, 25 years on a Honda now. You know what I'm saying? 25 on a Honda.
With the muffler hanging off the back, dangling on the ground, you still good.
Nah, still good. Still rolling like it was 300,000 miles. Still rolling.
Still rolling. But I like to tell my guests, welcome to the Pre-Snap Read. Make sure you like, subscribe, share to a friend. Scotty Page, Oscar 2.0 and Oscar. Make sure you like, subscribe, and go in there. Check our stuff out, man. You're going to love it. But to check some stuff out right here, man, Coach Reggie Burrow, HBCU lifer, named XFL Coach of the Year. He is coaching the Defenders. I think it's the DC Defenders.
DC Defenders, yep.
Yes, sir. And he made it to the big time.
That's facts.
First year, Coach made it to the big time. How is that? That's a critical thing for an HBCU lifer, for an HBCU player. He grew up in HBCUs.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts about that, Scotty?
I love it, man. I mean, coming from Alabama State, he's an Alabama State alum. Got drafted. You know what I'm saying? Played in the NFL, came back, coached at Alabama State, coached at Virginia State. I think he coached at Virginia State, things like that. And now given the opportunity to be an XFL coach and doing a damn good job at it. And a lot of his staff are HBCUers as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's really good to see he coached that team really, really well. And the thing that was the most shocking about the season was he did a double QB. Like sometimes it was Teamu, and then I think it was Eric King, De'Eric. Mm-hmm. So he would go back and forth between Jordan and them. And a lot of times, they would say if you have 2 quarterbacks, you don't have a quarterback. But he did it pretty well, that 2 quarterback system, when they needed it. Overall, if I was a DC fan, because ain't nobody else winning, you better jump on top of this. You better jump on board, bro. The Wizards ain't winning. The Commanders ain't winning. I like the Capitals. The hockey team, pretty good. Nationals haven't won in a while, so you might as well go ahead and jump on them DC Defenders.
Yeah, so according to his tenure, he played in the NFL, got drafted by the Jacksonville Jaguars, then he went on to Oakland. He actually won a Super Bowl in Tampa Bay. In 1998, he also led the NFL in punt return yards, which was 555, and also 43 returns. My bad, 43 returns. So he had a good little stint in the NFL. Yeah. But this is the main question for me, Scotty, for you. He was at Virginia State, didn't have the resources he needed, didn't have the weight room, didn't have the protein, didn't have Rock Dwayne Johnson backing him.
Facts.
Now he had everything backing him up, and he has a coaching staff, and literally did a 360. That's what kind of turned my head. I was like, I don't know if he's going to do that good because, HBCU coaches, but.
No, he did. I mean, you gotta tip your hat to him because let's be real. Nobody probably really took it serious that they hired an HBCU guy. The same way, DT got done up in where was he at? In Vegas. The same way DT got done in Vegas, where he was there for a little bit and dipped out. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm happy to see what he's accomplished because DT could have been a failure point for a lot of HBCU guys, but now you got Reggie Barlow, who can be a staple for HBCU guys. You know what I'm saying? So you got to really, you got both sides of the spectrum, and you have all the success that he's having at the DC Defenders. It's just up. It's just an upward mobility for him and other HBCU guys.
So now we're in the conversation of a pipeline, because now that HBCU and the XFL kind of got to have a pipeline if he win this champ. I mean, even though he got Coach of the Year, he kind of already got a pipeline. But if you win this championship right here, he can definitely create a pipeline for players, for coaches to go to, I say, the next level, if you want to say, because NFL is the ultimate goal. But right now, if you want to tiers and levels, XFL is the next level to college. Really, it's just a little slower. Things ain't less media. You get to learn and get to do things. That pipeline is going to be very strong now.
I agree. And think about it. There's a lot of HBCU guys in there already that have done well. You know what I'm saying? Holmes from Jackson State. You have Quinterio Cole. You know what I'm saying? You have HBCU guys. My bad, B. You have HBCU guys that are doing awesome already in those positions. So what I really think is you have HBCU and college players learning how to be professionals, right? I think that's a huge attribute to having this pipeline to the XFL. And if I was the XFL, if I was The Rock, I would do my darndest to kind of make it an FCS, Power 5 blend, because that fan base and those fans that have followed those college, like, good example. Let's say if Marquise Bell would have went to the XFL. You don't think FAMU people would, you get what I'm saying? You don't think FAMU would have been following people like that heavy? Oh, what's up, X? You know what I'm saying? So you have that, right? Xavier Smith, let's say Xavier Smith, if he didn't get the Rams tryout, let's say he was a top pick from the XFL, you know what I'm saying? Like, the fan bases are going to go follow, you know what I'm saying? So that is my thing when it comes to that, is that if the XFL combines themselves with the HBCU and they can kind of blend that really well, get some of the top players to go there, you got to think. But that pay scale has to go up, all right? That pay scale got to go up.
Definitely. And I know Blue really said something about this as far as our athletes. What's up, Marquise? Shoot.
Hey, they both them guys.
Hey, Scotty, I ain't gonna lie. Both of these boys be tuning in every week, man. I ain't gonna lie. They support, man.
Hey,
they support, and I make sure I shout them out every week. They come in, support. They get people on the show, man. So I gotta give just due to these boys right here, man.
Yeah.
But dang, I just lost my train of thought.
Are
But
you
as far as the XFL goes, oh yeah. So I know Blue touched bases on this too. Like a lot of kids that went into the draft or that was going into the draft kind of missed out on money. What I can say, or missed out on film, or missed out on things. Because
let me. So I disagree. Right?
mm-hmm.
I would always tell a kid, if you have an opportunity to go to the NFL, go. Because if you put bad tape from XFL or the USFL out there, there's no chance. You see, you don't have the luxury of putting out bad tape in the lower leagues and then expect to come up in the higher leagues. So you might as well be in a mini camp, be in a training camp, learn the NFL, learn the systems, make your mistakes under wraps instead of going to the XFL, putting bad tape out there, and then your chance for the NFL is gone. You know what I'm saying? So I would always tell the kid, bet on yourself, go to a mini camp, because the XFL and USFL ain't going nowhere. They're going to be there, and they'll happily take you, okay? So go do your mini camps, do your tryouts, do whatever you can to get on the roster, right? And learn from an organization before you just jump. Now, if you feel the XFL and USFL is the highest you can go and do you know what I'm saying? But if you feel like you're an NFL caliber player, I would wholeheartedly disagree with that. I would go to the NFL, and then if you want to fall back on USFL and XFL, I would do that, because you do not want to put out bad tape and then think the NFL is going to come get you.
You right. You right. You and like for me, I went to a couple of the Guardians games. It was a defensive lineman playing for the Guardians, and he went to Kentucky. And he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and play now, so I can put more film out on myself, so I have a better chance of either improving, or I know what I gotta work on, and I gotta stay here and get these couple of nicks out, or get these things out where I can be a better pass rusher, or a better receiver, or a better quarterback, or because like the USFL with Coach Kelly, like he doing a tremendous job.
He's looking really good. And think about this, right? I mean, literally the only person that could probably stop him is Marquise, because Marquise was hitting that Bama all day in the Southeast Louisiana game, right? But the thing is this, though. The problem, it's hard for me to fathom that a Cole Kelly 6'5" can throw the ball, you know what I'm saying? And they can throw the ball, they can do what they do, right? He can run the way he can run, and he doesn't get an opportunity, but you got Will Levis, like Will Levis and all that. I don't understand it, man. It don't make sense to me. It just don't make sense to me. It's some people in the league that are quarterbacks, to me, that shouldn't be quarterbacks, right? But you got people like Cole Kelly and Eric Berrier, you know what I'm saying, and Lindsey Scott. You know, these Bamas, they got to beg, borrow, and deal to get leads, and all they've done is be successful where they've been at. So I don't know, man. It's just it is what it is, man. You got all the FAMU goats up on this junker, boy. You are.
Hey, bro,
They tune
in to the show, man.
All you need is Bishop Bonnet. You got the whole.
I do need Bishop Bonnet. Hey,
all you need is Bishop, and you good.
Hey, watch how I'm gonna do this. I don't know when he gonna show up, but X or Land or Marquise. Get Bishop Bonnet on the show, right? So you can tune in. Get Bishop
all the
Bonnet
coach.
on the
You
show.
got X, you got Marquise, you got Zay. Two of them are Cowboys, man. That's crazy, bro.
Man,
anyway, hey, X, do your thing at the LA Rams, man. I think that's a great opportunity. I think that's a great spot for you anyway. But let's get it.
Heck yeah. And I want to tell these boys congratulations, because I haven't been on since last week or 2 weeks ago. Congratulations to you, X. Congratulations to you, Plan. I knew it was kind of, you kind of get that feeling like, damn, I didn't get drafted. But at the end of the day, you got picked up by a team. So congratulations. I told y'all boys y'all was going to make it, and y'all did. So, serve your family proud, and serve your HBCU proud too, man. So that's just one thing I want to holler out with y'all boys. But another topic that we got to go to is Kamari Everett has not got picked up by a team at all, which is asinine for me.
That's blasphemy. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Now okay. So these people, like, you already knew who my draftable guys, and no, listen, Zay, I gotta call a spade a spade. My draftable guys was X, Isaiah, and I had Mark Evans. I had Kamari Everett in there just because of his size and sheer ability, right? Kamari Everett not even getting picked up as an undrafted free agent is absolutely ludicrous. Like, when I say ludicrous, I mean the kid is 6'6", but 6'6", he can play all the positions. He can, God dog, man, you got everybody over this. You got all the players. You got you got half the draftable guys up. Like,
Hey man, hey Scotty, when
all
I
these
say
members of the
they
league.
show up, man.
You got
They
all
show
them.
up.
Right, listen, you got every NFL player on the league. Like, yeah, these members don't even come on my street. You got
What's up with you, Dallas?
That is crazy, man. That's absolutely crazy. But with Kamari, it's really ludicrous the facts that the facts that he didn't get picked up as an undrafted free agent. Now, my thing, if I was Kamari and you're that guy, I would tell Kamari to go to the XFL, USFL, and dominate because he's that good. He's simply that good. Now, I know what he said in his tweet. He said he wasn't going to show, post, and all that type of stuff. But listen, man, put that pride aside, okay? Listen, I'm trying to make some money, and I know I'm good enough to go do it. It ain't begging. It ain't doing none of that. It's showing your potential, and go out there and show people your potential, what you can do, because he can do it. Kamari Everett, if he would have left last year, to me, he would have been draftable, but he said it was some stuff in his past that, came back up that ended up being his downfall.
And that may be the big thing right there that we truly don't know, because
no, we don't.
Yeah, but as I saying, like, I know you pointed on this, Scotty. It's other tight ends that got drafted or got picked up. Kamari Everett had 40 catches for 450 yards and 7 touchdowns. For a basic tight end, that's okay. But me and you know that wasn't the best offense he was in. That wasn't the best quarterback situation he could have been in. And really, that wasn't, the best year that he had. That wasn't the best year that he had. Yeah. So if you put him in any other system, you could put him with an Andrew Body, you could put him with Shot, you could put him with Sanders, you could put him with Musa. He would have thrived. Yeah, that would have been a Gronk 2.0. That would have been a Travis Kelce 2.0. We all know that, so I don't see why NFL or anybody else cannot see that.
Listen, if you would have had Xavier and Kamari Everett, that's not even that's not even fair. You know what I'm saying? Now, Willie go Willie. Let's be honest, Willie go Willie. So I don't know how successful it would have been, but it would have been pretty darn successful. But Kamari Everett is a monster. You know what I'm saying? And what's sad was I talked to somebody from Bethune-Cookman, and they said the reason he wasn't used the way that he was used before was the difference in OCs. The OC last year pretty much was like, yo, we have an unstoppable guy. Let's get him the ball. And the OC this year was like, I like to run a system, and I do this and I do that. And that's why you saw the drop in numbers, even with more capable quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jalen Jones is better than a Shannon Patrick. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, if you don't get Kamari Everett the ball, this is what you get. But I will say, the first couple games, Kamari Everett looked like he was trying to play himself into shape. He didn't look like the Kamari Everett of last year. I will say that. He did look a little slow. And that Miami game, he looked really bad.
I can say that. And I also can say this too. Like, the first game you played Miami, you was supposed to.
This
Scotty, I told you, Scotty. What did I tell you? I told you, Scotty. Can I get an amen? That boy disappointed. Can I get an amen?
Hey, Bishop, I said he had all the FAMU goats on here except you. And then here you come up. Heard y'all wanted to see. Oh, my God, bro. You literally got every FAMU goat on this joker. That's crazy. I listen. Hey, kudos to you, my boy. Listen, kudos. You get more goats in the ONG strike zone.
Hey. But Scotty, I can't say we probably, but me, Robin, and Jared, we're probably more relatable. We're younger, what I'm saying? So that's why I think we kind of get some of the young athletes, because we're younger. You know, we entertain, you know, we don't give a fuck, you know what I'm saying? We got here, you know, so I mean, shout out to the OG Strike Zone because they do their thing, like for real. They definitely do their thing. But you know, me, Robin, and Jerry, we like to goof around sometimes. We like to be sick, you know, that we do what it do over here.
That's fair. Nah. What I'm gonna have to do, I'm gonna have to get a jersey of all these Bamas, and I'm gonna have to figure out once FAMU starts selling the number 1 jersey, Bishop, I'm coming to you. If they start selling number 5, Marquise, I'm coming to you.
Mm-hmm.
X, I'm definitely coming to you. I need all my stuff signed. I need it.
Yep.
I need all the stuff signed. I need all jerseys in the back signed.
Yeah,
right.
definitely. Yeah, I'm gonna have to when I get my man cave, I'm gonna have to hang up all my jerseys on the wall. You know, and Scotty, you know me, I'm funny. I'm gonna tell my kids, yeah, I taught X how to catch the balls back in the day. You know how Marquise be hitting the balls to come down.
I taught him that.
I taught him that. I taught him that. Then I would show my kids Bishop about the highlights and running back. He was like, "You saw that one cut? I taught Bishop that."
Yeah, right. I did that. That was me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He wouldn't have done that without me, your boy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I will be like that when I get old, man. I'll be just telling lies, telling lies.
Ain't nobody gonna know. Ain't nobody gonna know.
Exactly, but shoot, yeah, but back to this Kamari everything, man. It's disappointing. I know it's very disappointing for him as far as, you know, not getting picked up by anybody, like not even hearing words and not even getting a phone call. And I know that's very like depressing. I know it's gotta hold a lot on his mental too.
Yeah.
Because you work so hard to get to this level. And to get even try to get to the XFL, the CFFL, and you don't hear nothing at all. Like, I know that has to do a lot on your mental. So I'm just praying for something that happened good for this man for the next week or so. Something comes up where, you know, keep your head up, Kamari. Just keep your head up. You damn near the best tight end we saw in the past 3 years. So keep your head up, man.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. And Bishop, thank you for the condolences, my boy. I appreciate that.
Thank you. And, you know, since we want to take a commercial break, make sure you follow the Pre-Snap Read on IG and Twitter, and make sure you follow our script on IG and Twitter.
I wish I could get the ghost on my Jake. Like, you know what I'm saying? Listen, I need to come on the Pre-Snap Read more. Shit, while you playing, I got Dallas. Who else up in this joker? Dallas.
Shoot, hey, Scotty, hey, Aubrey Miller probably gonna show up near the end.
Hey, why you playing? Isaiah Bowden might jump over here. You gonna have all the NFL guys over here.
Hey, I'm trying to, bro. I'm trying to, man. So make sure y'all follow
little people. I get the little people. You get the famous.
Boy, you know you get about 1,000 people.
But they don't be famous. They don't be. It ain't Bishop Dallas. Who else? It ain't Bishop Dallas, Zay, Marquise. Hey, I ain't get no NFL guys on my stream.
But nah, you got old boy from South Carolina State though. The linebacker that played for the Colts.
I don't even know if that was really him one day. It might have been though. It might have been. But you know, I guess that's one. I give that's maybe one. That's one. I like
that's one. Shoot. Did you got Deion Sanders Jr. calling in on your show?
He in the NFL great though. Come on.
But still, you be having all these. You be having Tiffany come on your show. She be on ESPN. You be having all these coaches come on your show. And that's Hugh Jackson. You know.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Anyway, let's take a break. I ain't gonna get myself in trouble. I ain't gonna.
So you got HBCU lead pass. All I got is Bridges on Top. That's all I got up there. I got Bridges on Top Corporation.
You try to get me in trouble.
Well, I okay. Break it down to earth. But yeah, we back from this commercial break. You know,
that's the commercial break. Oh my God. thought you was gonna play a video or something.
No, that was commercial break.
Boy, that ain't,
I ain't got no advertising money like you, boy.
I thought you was going like just play something. Okay, I'm back. We're back.
This is a part. This is HBCU poverty YouTube. So we ain't got no advertisement dollars and money over here.
Oh my God, something's wrong with you.
Shoot, we gotta do what it do. Shoot. But on that further note, talking about I told you.
No, you like this is like the players. This is like the players live stream. Like, bro, what is going on here? You got all the big names. So you like a low key goat up in this joker, right?
Man, being for real, shout out to them because they tune in every week, man. They shout out to them for real. They tune in every week.
Hey, shout out to them, man. Shout out. I'm on the wrong live stream. I ain't even gonna hold you. Wrong live stream. I listen. I feel so small right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel so small. Go ahead, continue. Go ahead. Continue. Man, we got all the goats on this junket.
Oh snap! But back to commercial break, like I was saying, trying to improve stuff, fix stuff, see what we can do better. So how can HBCU football improve from last year? Last year was Deion Sanders last year. A lot of things happened last year, a lot of upsets, a lot of mishandling of contracts, can we say. A lot of things that we could have worked on, but we didn't. But that's why you have a new year. That's why you have a new season, so you can do big and better things. Scotty, I know your brain be going everywhere. You done preach to the choir. You done preach to the people in the back. You done preach to the people in the front. You done told the deacon boy, the usher boy. You even told the usher to come in and say the same thing you said. What are some of the things we can do better to improve HBCU football?
Okay, now when you say HBCU football, to me, I'm thinking about the brand, right? Because football is football, right? So at the end of the day, the only way you can have better football is just getting good players. Finding the Xavier Smiths, finding the Isaiah Lands, finding the Aubrey Millers, finding the Andrew Bodies, and all that type of stuff, right? So that at its core, that's what that is. But if you're talking about the brand of HBC football, it's promoting players, and it's funny that you have the players that you have on here because Marquise Bell, Bishop Bonnet, Savion Wilkerson, Dallas Daniels, Andrew Body, even my guy Miles Crawley, like these guys got to be household names, right? You have to think about what builds college football, right? It was the Reggie Bushes, the Vince Youngs, the Matt Liners, the name brands of people, Terrell Pryor. It's the name of the players. So you have to start putting players on platforms to where you feel like, hey, this is my guy. I love this guy. I've seen this guy so many times. I see Bishop Bonnet everywhere. I see Savion Wilkerson everywhere. I see Andrew Body. You have to start promoting your players and pushing the brands, right? Because when you can talk to a guy coming in the portal and say, hey, man, listen, if you end up being our guy, look what we can do for you. We'll put you here. We'll put you there. We'll put you on this billboard. We'll make this poster. You will be the face. Aubrey Miller last year should have been the face of Jackson. Let's be real. You know what I'm saying? It was him and Shador, right? They were the faces of that program, and he should have been on a lot of things. You get what I'm saying? So when you're doing stuff like that, that's, to me, when you're talking about HBC football, you're talking about building a brand. And I think that's where a lot of HBCU stuff is dropped when you talk about building the brand. I don't think they understand that.
Yeah, building a brand, like you said, Scotty, you have all these YouTube personalities. You have Swack in the MEAC. You could be having your own college game day with all these YouTube personalities that can go places, that can travel. Or being for real, Swack MEAC. I'm giving you some nuggets. You have all these YouTube personalities. Oh, we having tryouts through Zoom, YouTube, or whatever, and blah blah blah. This, and the fans get to vote for the host, or you like either the SWAC or MEAC get to vote for the host.
Yeah,
and
that's good.
have it set there. So then once you set your foundation as far as your characters and who you have on that show every week, going to the main campus of the highlighted game of the week, then you can start creating your fan base. Then you can actually start talking to coaches.
No, there's no way, bro. There's no way, bro. Like, how in the dog? You gotta have a bot in here, bro. I don't give a damn what you say. There's no way you got all these goats on here, bro. That's no way.
Bro, Scotty, they tune in every week. I promise you, bro. They tune in every week, bro. I promise you.
That is crazy. Like, no, that's crazy, bro. That's like I'm like, when I tell you my mind is blown, bro. Like, my mind is literally blown. Like, bro, you got Ed, Aubrey, Bishop, Marquise. I mean, Savion, Dallas. I mean, like, God, dog, like, who don't you have in this chat?
Shoot, probably next thing you know, probably Coach Brown gonna show up.
We might as well just start naming players. Shador, where you at? Like, just start naming players. This is crazy. Wow. What's up, Aubrey? Man, listen, that's crazy, man. Hey, and do your thing down at the Dolphins, my boy. We listen.
Oh yeah.
We'll kill it.
Yeah, definitely do your thing. Definitely. Like we said earlier, we're gonna need some jerseys in the background.
Hey, yeah, when y'all get on, listen, when y'all make the team, okay, listen, let me hold on, let me show y'all because they think it's a game. All right, I got Houston's, okay? Okay, listen, Aubrey, you hate it or love it, okay? This is Houston's, right? His rookie jersey is signed. I need one from all you Bamas. Marquise, Aubrey, all right?
Yep.
Yes, you know what I'm saying? I need one from when y'all make the active roster. Just I'm gonna buy it. You send it. I'm gonna send it to you. You sign it. Send it on back to me. All right. So I'm trying to make a collage of all the HBCU players that I've covered that made it to the league. So
exactly. But yeah. So once, like I said, once you set that foundation as far as characters, as far as people that can show their face on TV weekly, now you can start actually getting to the coaches. Now you can start actually doing the players. And now you can actually start making those timelines and making those series and making those shows about these star athletes that you have in the SWAC and MEAC. So now you can get into the SWAC network or the MEAC network or just the HBCU network. However you want to do it, you can do it. That's one thing that you need to improve on as far as media aspect. That's just the media side. Now, as far as the talent, we're getting there. We're getting talent. Every year is growing. Every year is improving. Every year is getting better. The talent is getting better. So that just takes time. But my next thing, coaches. We got to do better with recruiting. We got to do better with putting content out there. We got to do better with showing these kids the right way to do certain things on the field. Because I don't want to hear at the end of the season, man, that coach at Bethune-Cookman couldn't coach a fly on the wall. I don't want to hear that.
You're probably going to hear that while you're playing, if I'm being honest. I'm not going to get myself in trouble, nor you, but I'm just going to say, it ain't looking too good over there. That's all I'm going to say. Let me say this, man. Dog. The coaching aspect of it is this, and I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I'm a football nerd, so like when I get some free time, I literally just go watch film. I watch like Lincoln Riley plays, and I go watch Jim Harbaugh. I just like watching plays. I like watching offenses. And if I'm being honest, a lot of this stuff isn't that complicated. It's really just like the Jimmies and Joes, like great offensive linemen play and things like that. Where the coaching has to come into effect is this. You got to start going outside the HBCU circle. That's the kicker for me, is that the recycling of coaches. That's what bothers me, right? Go get a young guy from Division II. Go get a young guy go get a young white guy. Go get a young, I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn what they look like. Polka dots, right? I don't give a damn.
I don't give a damn if he purple.
Come on. If they can coach the game of football, let them coach. Because at the end of the day, you're trying to win and you're trying to build a brand. You get what I'm saying? So that's how you get a Dion at Jackson. And I'm not saying go find you a Dion everywhere, but I'm saying go outside the circle and go find you a guy that you think can make you competitive. You know what I'm saying? So I just think there needs to be more of that than anything else of just, stepping outside that box. Because one thing about HBCUs, man, that HBCU network is tight. That president and alumni and I got a guy and my friend and my homeboy, that network is real tight and it gets real small when you're talking about for candidates. So hopefully they'll start looking outside that network.
And Scotty, and you say it's real tight. The funny, I got a story. The funny thing about it is Jackie Robinson Day at the baseball game.
Mm-hmm.
I work at the Tampa Bay Rays. So Jackie Robinson Day at the baseball game. Guess the most popular rattler showed up that day. Most popular rattler showed up that day.
Chad Ochocinco.
No, don't think like a man. Who directed it?
Oh, Will Packer.
Will Packer showed up, did the first pitch. So I was like, oh, it's my just due as a FAMU person to bring my ass up to him and say what's up. So Scotty, literally,
rattler, you know what I'm saying?
Scotty, literally, I said one sentence. I was like, how you doing, Rattler? He was like, oh, we got a Rattler in the building. He said it out loud and proud. I was like, you know it. He got a Rattler in the building. Oh, he wasn't talking to nobody else like that besides me. You know, we got a Rattler in the building. Hey, what's up, my man? What year you graduated? We carried on the conversation. Little do you know, this man got to throw out the first pitch.
Yeah.
It's like, Will, hey, Will, go out, before they fire my ass, go out there and throw that first pitch. Go out there and throw that first pitch. But so we're just saying, like we have these connections inside HBCU, but I feel like as far as coaching, as far as just the football aspect, we need to start building these connections with FCS. Because a lot of people just put HBCU and FBS, and that's it. No, we're a conglomerate. We're all together. We're not separate. So if you start making these relationships with like a Wofford or some other schools, I don't even know, just the McNeese, South Louisiana, and start making these relationships and start forming them and start doing a home and home. Maybe we can get some eyeballs on us too, besides of the black eyeballs, as far as the African American eyeballs. We can definitely get the white eyeballs on us too. Yeah. And that will bring more publicity. That will bring more people. That will even bring more NFL eyes.
That's fair.
So we gotta do these things. I know a lot of HBCU people be like, oh, I don't want to play an FCS team. It's not gonna do nothing for us. At the end of the day, it is gonna do something for you. Good. It's good publicity. That's number one.
Half of it. Yep.
Then you're going to a whole new demographic area. So that's for me. I know you play, Scotty. For me, when I go to a new stadium, I'm like, okay. This is what it's like. Is it hostile? Is it not hostile? Is it this? Is it that? Is it this? Is it that? You weigh your pros and cons. I was like, okay, I like playing here. I don't like playing here. Blah blah blah. This blah blah that. We have good competition over here. I can really use my athleticism. I can use all my athleticism. I don't have to play easy. I don't have to do this because I'm going up against probably one of the best FCS corners in America.
Yeah, that's fair. I think when you step outside and you play other FCS competition, you see where you're lacking. You know what I'm saying? You see where you're lacking. It's no different than when let's say your job, there's a competition between your job and another job or different departments. You see what you're good at. That's what competition does. It brings out the best in you, but it also shows where you need to get better at, right? So when you don't play these teams in other conferences, it doesn't show you where your weaknesses are. It doesn't show you where you need to get better. And I think that's where the MEAC, that's why they're always one step ahead of the SWAC when it comes to that championship game, is because they they play that competition. They play the Power Fives and they play those big boys, and they see where they're weak at. They see what they need to get better at. Even though they get demolished, there's something to come out of it. So I think that's why MEAC is just a little bit better football wise.
Like, even when you say that, South Carolina State has a history of playing FCS schools.
Yeah.
They playing the Citadels. They playing the Wofford's.
Yeah.
They playing these other schools to see where they at in South Carolina, just in the state of South Carolina.
Absolutely.
Like, why can't other HBCUs do that? Why can't FAMU play? I know.
Kennesaw State.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Kennesaw State.
Right up
Why
the street.
can't FAMU play Kennesaw State? It's
3 hours.
Right up the road.
Right up the road. 3 hours.
Right up the road.
Y'all ass up there and play them boys.
Exactly. Make it a home and home.
Easy money. If North Dakota State can come to the Citadel, come on, bro.
North is thank you. What kind of negotiation, bruh? It's all about negotiation. It's all about negotiation. It's all about negotiation and back to these relationships.
Absolutely.
Somebody had to pick. Somebody had to pick up the phone and think about Citadel. Somebody had to pick up the phone and think about North Dakota. Oh, let's call North Dakota, or let's call Citadel, see if they got it. I see they don't have nobody playing in the 2024 year. So let's go ahead and call these boys and see what's up. Clearly they said yes. So they opened.
Clearly, right?
Clearly they said yes. And probably people in North Dakota State don't even know what a City this
they don't know where that thing at. They're like, where are we going? Exactly.
So that's just a point of testament. It's saying it's like, you can be you. You can be in your space. You can be your lane as long as you try to play good competition.
Absolutely.
That's all we ask for.
Absolutely.
We know you coming with the pageantry. We know you coming with the flips and dips in the band. We know the student section gonna be over there a little rowdy. We know the band's gonna be playing. But as for football fans and as for these athletes, all we ask for is competition.
Yeah. No, that's real.
Now the playoffs, that's a whole different thing. I know people lose money and stuff like that. I know Scotty.
That's a whole different ballpark.
Yeah. So, but besides that, man, Celebration Bowl, I think it's been doing good for the past 2 years. Now that Deion's out, I want to see if it decrease or increase. I really want to see those numbers once Deion leaves.
I think, yeah, that's a great, because it was really like Slay the Dragon. You know what I'm saying? Like every time they win, it was kind of like a Slay the Dragon type of feel. And I want to know what it looks like if a Southern or Grambling or FAMU gets there. Will it still have the same impact? I think if FAM or Grambling goes, I think it would be monumental. I really do believe it'll be monumental. Especially if FAMU being 3 hours away from Atlanta, right up the, you know what I'm saying? Like right up the road. And I heard there's a really strong FAMU base in Atlanta. So I think that would be huge. Grambling, you know, you can find a Grambling night everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So I think it'll be special. I think when you start getting into Southern's a great traveling fan base as well. But when you start getting to that Alcorn and, you know, Alabama State and A&M, you be like, I don't know if they're going to show up. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but other than that, yeah, I think with the celebration, shout out to Mr. Campbell. I think with the Celebration Bowl, I agree with you. I'm curious to see what that looks like without Deion, without that Slay the Dragon type of feel, what that's going to come out to be.
Yeah, definitely. And, you know, once we get into the thick of things, you know, that the BCS having these 16 playoffs, I think the Celebration Bowl really has to consider a 4-playoff system.
Yeah, I think I think they're going to have to, and I think they will, because if you take the same logic of Power 5 football and you move it down to FCS or to HBCU football, I don't see what's the difference. I really honestly do not see the difference. Because you already know about the playoff thing. We're not doing that. So you might as well just add more football into what it is. And then what happens is that secondary game, the semis before you get to the championship game is a home game. Whoever has the better record just plays it at home. You know what I'm saying? And then once that home game is taken care of, everybody takes their ass to Atlanta like they did before. to me, I don't see what the difficulty is. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
Yeah, I think the only maybe the only difficulty is school putting money up front. Because I know you could say Jackson State can put that money up front. FAMU put that money up front for the playoffs. You know, certain. I think I don't know. I don't know. That's just me thinking.
When you
I
talk about
don't know.
putting money up front, what you mean?
As far as traveling again.
It all depends on if you're blending the MEAC and SWAC, then yeah, you're gonna have a traveling issue. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So if traveling is a way to get, if you're trying to get, okay, I would do it like this. Maybe finding a neutral site that is like that's in the center point. So you know, maybe using Legion Field since they already give it to the SWAC for free. You know what I'm saying? So you don't really have to pay for that. Maybe using that. I hate that field, but maybe using that. But or you can keep it or stay with me here. Stay with me here.
Gotcha.
You can make it a playoff thing where it's like the NBA playoffs, the East and West, right? So
right.
you'll, even though you wouldn't want it like this, but you could probably do it. So I'll give you a good example, right? The year that FAMU was second and they went to the playoffs, what would have happened is that the best team in the SWAC, which was Jackson, would have played the second best team again, which would have been FAM. They play at Legion, right? They play at Legion.
Right.
The East would have been South Carolina State, let's say against North Carolina Central. They would have played at a neutral location. So it keeps the travel out of the, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
Travel down, right? And then coming into it, whoever wins that, then they go to Atlanta. So you can isolate it and say SWAC on SWAC. Oh my God. This man got everybody. You could do it SWAC on SWAC on MEAC. I don't think that's a great formula. I would have preferred the mixing and matching. But you know, if you're trying to keep travel expenses down, you can kind of do it like the NBA playoffs where you just go like, you know, West and East, and then you just keep it like that, and then they come together at the final thing.
Gotcha. But yeah, I think do you think they would actually let that go through? Because like everybody wants it. Even Coach Willie talked about it. A lot of coaches really ain't talked about it in public. The only coach was Coach Willie. I don't even think Deion talked about it really. Do you think that will ever go through, or do you think it could go through, or like what powers need to be at hand for that? You know, just adding 2 more teams to go through.
I think you need a consensus on both sides. I think you need a consensus on one. You need the commissioner to open his mouth, but you need the presidents and the football coaches to all be on one page and okay. First of all, you need your commissioner to go out and find people to sponsor it, right? Because you got cricket to sponsor the Celebration Bowl, but now you got 2 individual bowl games. So that's, you know what I'm saying? That's pretty much what you're making. You're making a playoff system for 1 bowl game. So just like the Power 5, where they have the Rose Bowl and the Tostitos Bowl, but they equal up to get you to the national championship, it's the same thing for HBCU. So you got to go out and at least find sponsors, right? Because that's half the battle is, okay, would you sponsor this game and how much would you play the teams? So if you have cricket giving out $2 million, well, then the next one should be giving out maybe half 1 million, 500K. You get what I'm saying? If you make it. Right. So there is a benefit to being in those games. You don't want to just play those games just to play them. You know what I'm saying? You want to get paid. So I think if the commissioner and the SWAC and the MEAC go find sponsors that are willing to sponsor the bowl game, if you can have the Cheez-It Bowl and the damn near avocado bowl, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can find somebody, you can have the Heinz Bowl. You can have Heinz, you know, a Heinz Bowl, you know what I'm saying? Sponsored by the Heinz Bowl. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta go out there and do some due diligence and go find it.
Definitely. Definitely. And for the SWAC and MEAC, don't go out there showing your ass in front of these sponsors and end up losing a big time sponsor like Chick-fil-A or something because you done said something asinine. And now we at this. Now we gotta be called the Sit Go Bowl. We had to go to a gas station and talk to them.
Hey, as long as if Cinco got money too, and it's all green. If
You're right.
Right money, then that's something different. You know what I'm saying?
You're right. But but to me, you make it want to sound sexy. You know, Chick-fil-A, it sounds sexy.
Hey, I like a Chick-fil-A bowl. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'll take the Fago bowl. Okay, I'll take a Fago bowl. You know what I'm saying?
Get Chipotle bowl. Chipotle
I'll take a Moe's bowl. You know what I'm saying? I'll take what else is out there in these streets? I'll take a Roscoe chicken and waffles bowl.
You know, the Walmart bowl.
You know, I'll take all that money. Hey, that green spin all the same. All the same.
You're right. Man, this wasn't gonna be a long show. This gonna be, kind of short one. Thank you, Scotty, for coming on here, man. You know, spending your time to do what you gotta do, because I know you're a family man. You got everything going on. He said, the all script bowl. Hey. The all script bowl.
Let me tell you this, okay? Let me say this. You ain't getting 500K. You will not be getting 500K, okay? You know what I'm saying? We might go, might be like a trip to Disney World, and you know what I'm saying, like a coupon, and maybe maybe about 50,000. You know what I'm saying? Less, you know what I'm saying? And listen, Aubrey, Jackson got some high standards. Y'all Bama's, ever since Dion came and gone, y'all Bama's standards are too high for me. So I ain't even doing that. I'll probably slide you a 10, you know what I'm saying? for the gas money, you know what I'm saying?
10.
Yeah, I'm not paying for the band. I'm not paying for the band.
about to say, inflation going up. $10 ain't gonna get you down the street.
Nah, I'm not paying for the band. Not happening. Not doing it. You know what I'm saying? Nah,
but Scotty, I thought that was part of the football team.
It's an off-script bowl. All right. The off-script bowl, we do not pay for bands. Okay. That is on your own expense. Do you hear me? Not the off-script bowl. Nah, I would love an off-script. Man, listen, it would be lit. Oh, we'd have a good old time if it was an off-script bowl.
Sure. We're talking about the off-script bowl. You might as well put on the off-script bowl with just the players. You know, have the players doing their own thing. All-star, off-script.
I might have to do that, man. I might. You know what, Aubrey? I ain't gonna lie to you. You got my wheels turning. I ain't gonna lie to you. I got some people with some money. We can see what we can make happen. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah. Let me, Robin, and Jerry do the commentating, and see, you already got the staff, man.
And they're gonna be free 99. I'm gonna pay y'all in Doritos and Sprites.
And guess what? I'm taking all those Doritos and Sprite home with me.
Dude, that's dope. Nah, man, I'm gonna have to think about that off-script bowl. I like Aubrey Miller out here prophesying. You know.
Sure. But on that note, man, tell the people what you got going on. Tell the people what you got coming next week, man.
Hey, man, listen. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's gonna be whatever hits my spirit. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. It's called off script for a reason. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I don't really plan anything. All right, and unless I know something is coming up that I'm like, I really want to talk about. Other than that, I don't be planning for nothing. I just whatever hits my spirit, I'll be like, I'm going live. So. That's why the show is called Off Script. So I'm truly my name. Okay, I'm truly my name. So I don't even know what's coming up. It's just what it is, man. It just is what it is.
Well, on that point, in case, I'm truly my name. I try to be on top of shit. Every week, I just try to be on top of the shit that's just going on. That's fact. Because if Bridget's on top, I try to be on top of it. Sure, that's how Scotty rolled. That's how I stay in my lane. Scotty stay here. You know what I'm saying?
That's fair. I love it.
Shoot. But yeah, every week we be on here live. Me, Jerry, and Robin. They had some stuff to do. Jerry, he dealing with the school stuff. Robin dealing with graduation and everything. Watching the playoffs. Oh, definitely.
Go watch them Lakers, baby.
Definitely.
That's what I'm about to go do. Go watch LeBron be great.
Definitely. I'm kind of salty about yesterday, so I'm kind of mad. Boston just.
Oh yeah, they laid an egg.
Yeah, man. But you can't account for somebody just hitting another 20 points on with Philly. So
I don't care nothing about that. I care about LeBron being LeBron and show Bama's why he the king. Why he the king around these parts.
He is the king. I think they got a good chance to go all the way. They do got a good chance to go all the way.
Of course, they got LeBron.
Exactly. But besides that, man, thank y'all for tuning in. Thank for all y'all NFL stars for tuning in. Thank you for HBCU players that's tuning in. Thank y'all. I'll see you next week. You'll see Scotty whenever he feel it in his spirit to pop up. You know what I'm saying? So see y'all. Peace. Good night.